You gotta believe in the voltage that lives inside us. You gotta believe there's something more.
So Nerth sent me this picture, and it's probably the most devastating thing I've seen in at least the last 5 years. Because that is so disgustingly, painfully true. Now, there's a lot of deep dives and weirdness you could get into as to why that is. I'm a huge proponent of dead internet. When did dead internet happen? Around 2016, 2017. When did all your social media feeds become trash? Mid to late 2017. When did YouTube stop working? Around then. Everything sucks. You're now controlled by algorithms. Problem is, 90% of people are plebs and idiots, so they just fall into it and they make your life worse because now your algorithm is influenced by their stupidity. Why are we talking about Skrillex? Now, this is going to make me sound even crazier because I'm going into early 2010s dubstep lore, but maybe half of you guys are actually OGs and you know what's up here. So, Voltage is an incredible song by Skrillex that never got officially released because his hard drive was stolen while making the album, so we're going into some deep lore. However, how was this on the internet back in 2012? That's because he played the track live and then people like remade it, and we had like these unofficial publishings of the song. So I used to listen to the song a lot, but I kind of fell out of it because I'm like, well, is this actually real? Is this some fake remake? Like, I don't know. So I just like listened to other music instead. But then he brought it out at Ultra in Miami. And if you guys know about that, it's like, wait a second, Voltage is real now. And then it got published on the April Fool's album that Skrillex dropped. So after 13 years, the most anticipated song in all of dubstep just randomly ended up at the end of an April Fool's album. Also, other like super deep cuts have been just officially released by Skrillex now after an incredible set at Ultra, and people are now going, yo, Skrillex is going back to embracing bro step. So even if like you don't like Skrillex or dubstep or like the whole bro step thing, you might even respect Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites or a couple of things like the LaRue in for the Kill remix or Cinema remix from Skrillex. Like, those are just incredible pieces of music, and the songs are so good, I would not be surprised if many of you still listen to them just for the nostalgia value alone. Like, if you haven't listened to Cinema Skrillex remix in a while, do that, and it will biologically reset you by 10 years. Promise. And a lot of people are going crazy about this, and there's a lot of people that are actually, like, in the know of, wait a second, Skrillex played Voltage. I haven't paid attention for a while. Did he release it? No, like, he just released it. And after a couple of days, everyone's in on it like, oh my god, it's happening. The dubstep community has been reset back to the good times. What else is coming? Well, that goes into the Nintendo Direct, because the Nintendo Direct is everything I've wanted for the last decade. We finally have GameCube Virtual Console. Now, it's not launching with Melee. But you know what? I can't blame Nintendo for not immediately dropping all the greatest hits. But I mean, like, yo, we got Sunshine, XD Gale of Darkness, Coliseum, Luigi's Mansion, Strikers, and it's going to be Nintendo Switch Online Strikers, so you just get to play with your friends. Now, Double Dash is my favorite Mario Kart game, but I'm kind of low-key thinking that World is going to now be the best Mario Kart game, and if that happens, fine, and if it doesn't happen, we'll wait for Double Dash on the GameCube, and everything's going to be awesome. So yeah, Mario Kart World, looking good, Strikers looking good, and then one of the things I've wanted most in my entire life happened. I gave up on this hope because after waiting for 20 years, yeah, I guess Kirby Air Ride is just like a niche millennial game a few people adored, but it's not enough to actually like make a sequel for. And then we're getting the sequel on the Nintendo Switch 2, and the Nintendo Switch 2 just kind of seems like a massive cultural upgrade of a console as well. So it's like, oh, gaming might actually be back, because what upsets me about the Nintendo Switch is that the boys never came back to do this. We have Nintendo Switch Online. We can play Super Nintendo games, but oh, no Super Mario World run back or Donkey Kong Country 2 or playing other games. And even then, like, with how good the connectivity is, not hop on Discord and play some Switch games. The Nintendo runbacks never happen. But now that we have GameCube Virtual Console and then just upgrades to GameCube games, I'm thinking if I'm not back, the rest of the gaming community is back, and I'm happy for everyone. I'm happy for everyone that now actually gets to feel couch co-op again, because that's lost. Like, I thought that we would all get Nintendo Switch Online, even the upgraded one for Nintendo 64, and then we would play Mario Party again with all my friends, because that's what it was about. That's all we dreamt of in high school, where it's like, damn, why did we sell our Nintendo 64? Why did parents sell Nintendo 64? And then even going into our early 20s, like, guys, we gotta find a way to bring it all back. If there's re-release on the virtual console of the Mario Party games, it's gonna be like middle school, high school all over again. We go over each other's house and play games. And then those things happened, maybe too little too late, and it never came together. So now this console's like built around bringing back couch co-op, because we are separated from each other as people and societally, and even just for like gaming enjoyment. No one plays games for fun anymore. Nintendo is bringing it back on multiple levels here. Other communities are just getting their own revolutions, and Trump's approval has gone up because it seems like we are coming back as a country. Doge has exposed that most of your tax dollars has been weaponized against you your entire adult life, so if you feel bad about the state of the world, that's why. It's to give illegals and those unwilling to work more privilege and more opportunity than you, despite being the hard worker. The enshittification of online marketplaces is because there's no regulation for cheap foreign labor, and because of that, it's actually gotten to the point where if you order something off of Amazon, it's going to be more expensive and lower quality than going to the store. Food has tasted worse and worse throughout your entire life because of stupid bureaucratic policy. Flashbang warning, this does not matter. Look, we go back 2 years. Oh, we're still at 5,000 compared to 2 years. So anything that's like, yeah, but the middle class is getting wiped out by these tariffs, or 401ks are getting destroyed. Everyone's 401ks are just fine, and you still have tons of money, and you're good to go. The people getting wiped out are the multimillionaire investors that are lobbying against your existence. This capitulation is a symptom of what I hope is a societal reset. Can we go all the way back? Absolutely not, because of the trillions of dollars of companies like Google. You think Google's going to give up any of this power and do the right thing? No, they got rid of "Don't be evil" in their terms of service, and they haven't enforced COPPA. They just let whatever policy violations happen. Same thing on Amazon. Same thing for all of the large marketplaces. But the good thing that has me hopeful is that people are waking up. They've been exposed to this, and their response to it isn't, oh, all of that, this is wrong, we're not supposed to be doing all this. No, the response is approval. Anything that feels bad about this is because the system has been terrible for most of your life, and you have to rip the band-aid off to fix it in some capacity. Like I said, I don't think we can go all the way back, but I think there's like things out there. There's enough out there to where you can have your own community again. Hopefully, you can make your own fun, and you can live a life now, is what I'm kind of coming into. I've been excited about things when there's been nothing to be excited for a long time. And there's also like a lot of other weird niche things that like apply to me, and maybe not you, or maybe not like the world and society as a whole. But it's like, okay, Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't get hacked, and we're going to see like a bright gaming culture that we got deprived of with the Nintendo Switch 1 because of the stupid Tegra chip vulnerability. Like, imagine it was just that one chip. What would have Pokemon looked like without hacking? What would have like the entire, not the entire, because eventually like there's hard mods and stuff, but, like first 3-4 years of Nintendo Switch, no hacking whatsoever. How much better is all of gaming because of that? How much better is everyone off because of that? The downstream effects are immense because, oh, bad actor Poketubers like Poketips or Austin John, they don't get to take off because they can't hack their content, and they don't get to get accelerated in the algorithm because of that. Same thing for everyone that's using hacked Pokemon for their teams. Pimp Knight's out of a job without cheated Pokemon. VGC has a little bit less cheating. What happens to the world now that Nintendo players get to experience Elden Ring, and we also have an exclusive FromSoft game? Duskborn 2 is Nintendo Switch exclusive. Gaming is about to go crazy, guys. So yeah, after COVID disenfranchising you out of your entire soul, there's actually more to at least be hopeful about. Like, there's legitimate hope instead of like, oh, what's the point of letting myself get hyped up just to always be let down now because everything's so terrible? Like, there's actually hope for good, and places are experiencing good. And then it's also weird things. I'm not like saying like, oh, simulation confirmed or anything, but it's like weird simulation-y things kind of happening where Skrillex just decided to reset the entire dubstep community back to a better time. Is this a sign of things to come as we watch more and more get corrected and just kind of feel right? in the world, like with the Kirby and GameCube kind of thing. Now, I don't know about Pokemon getting fixed. That's going to need, like, Moist Critical covering the cheating of Wolfie VGC, or some massive, large creator coming in. I guess points against the reset, as Carl Jobs did lose his suit against Billy Mitchell. However, that was just straight-up defamation. So, like, maybe that is also it, that even though Carl is goated, he did misplay. He did do the wrong thing, and he kind of got hyped up in his own sauce about it when you think about it. Like, that him winning the suit against Billy Mitchell is just like over dramatized, toxic online culture winning out in the end. So it is unfortunate, but at the same time, like, yo, cheating, like, we just need more cheating to get dealt with. We got to see major changes happen, but like, maybe it can be good. Maybe the Pokemon community is truly beyond saving, and like Pokemon Legends EA is just awful, but maybe we get to enjoy it for a little bit. It's worth coming back for some fun with Pokemon Champions, and we get to feel a little bit of something. Also, no matter like what happens in the world, my channel doesn't come back until dislike botting is solved, and like at me saying all these things like, yeah, Google removed Don't Be Evil, and now all their stuff is trash. Despite me saying that, it's like, well, if I ever get unblacklisted because of all the unfair throttling that's happened to my channel for over the last 7 years, and the brigading that's allowed to happen, and all like the abuse, and all the channels that are allowed to make like TOS violating content against me, like Poketips videos and other channels that are just dedicated to hating on me, that's allowed. Well, that's not allowed in TOS, but it's just allowed to happen for 7 years, and then the dislike botting never gets fixed and all that other stuff. So until that gets fixed, I have no voice. I am permanently canceled. I have no exposure. I make the videos I make, and I keep pushing, because there's always a chance one day, even if it's 0.1% chance, that can happen. So I can't give up. And then when that happens, we are so back, everything is back, it's all so back in such an incredible way that, like, that's how hard I need to be suppressed. Without it, back to 50k, 100k views, and then we got a voice, and then you can work inside of our community again. The Pokemon community, without me being suppressed, actually has, like, a voice of morality and being good, since I am the only honest and moral Poketuber, and I'm the only person, like, against cheating and all that stuff. So when that actually has, like, a place to go, oh, the petulant brats that just cry about it on Reddit all day, or need me to be suppressed so they can just keep being evil and toxic, they lose that power. And then that can also mean some really, really good things. That's definitely worth fighting for. And then you see, like, at least some hopeful things happening in the world. That's why I wanted to cover and talk about, because it's like, it's just strange. Yeah, you don't care about Skrillex, but some societally matrix warping stuff just happened in that niche community, and then Nintendo gave me more hope for anything Nintendo based than I've had since before the dislike botting. And then again, like, you see this, like, God, we had it all in 2016, 2017, didn't we? But there's like slight signs that we're getting closer. 2016 is not getting further away, it's getting closer away, and that's something to not give up on just yet. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.